One ring to rule them all, one ring to find them, one ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. Hello, fellow YouTubers. That was really corny, wasn't it? Anyway, um, so if you couldn't tell that was from Lord of the Rings, that is the inscription on the One Ring. And if you weren't aware of that, then you shall die. I'm kidding. Don't die. Please don't die. I don't want you to die. I love you too much. But still, please know that. um, Lord of the Rings is my absolute favorite trilogy of all time. And The Hobbit, the second one's coming out really soon, and I'm so excited. I am so excited. But, yeah, welcome to Sundays with Tomyeaz, a series that I haven't done in forever. Forever. Dun dun dun. It is really late and I'm really tired, so I get to be really weird. So you get to see me in my weird side. So, good for you. um, sorry, I'm sick. And it really sucks. Anyway, so I figured during this Sundays with Tom Yaz, I would talk about my absolute favorite thing of all time, and that is, as you'd probably guessed by this point, Lord of the Rings. I love it. I love it. I cannot tell you how much I love it. It's amazing. So, I figured I would do some favorites. What are my favorite things about Lord of the Rings? So we'll start it off with my favorite character. Excuse me. My favorite character is between Aragorn and Gandalf the Grey. Not Gandalf the White because he doesn't smoke his pipe, which makes him less cool. But then again, he kicks ass. But still, I think I'm gonna have to go with Aragorn because I prefer like warriors as opposed to sorcerers. Um, Granted, Gandalf is really amazing. He's a very, very, very close second. I really don't know for sure if Aragorn is my favorite between him and Gandalf. It's quite close. My favorite place within Middle Earth. That would probably have to be Rohan. I would more than my life love to be a Rohirrim. That would be awesome. Excuse me. Granted, I love horses, and the Rohirrim are the masters of horses. So, yeah, I mean, plus the fact that Rohan is kind of your common village, but still, like, you know, a kingdom in its own way. And I find that quite interesting. I like it, I really do. I think it's quite cool. So, my favorite character of each race. Alright, there's a few different races. So, there's the orcs, which obviously have to go with the funny-looking orc. I don't know his name. He was in the third one, I believe. Who the my ring just came off. I hope that doesn't happen with the One Ring. I'll get it later. um, anyway, that orc, that really cool, funny-looking orc, that really doesn't narrow it down much, does it? He was the leader of the orcs in, I believe, the third one, so I found him really cool. Of the dwarves, I gotta go Gimli, of course. Gimli's really quite comical. I'm gonna try to go kind of back and forth between good and evil. So, of the Uruks, obviously Urukai. I mean, he's really the only one that's really known. Um, and I mean, he shoots the most annoying character of all time. Um, Boromir, yeah. I did not like Boromir. He kind of annoyed me. Especially when he tried um, taking the ring from Frodo. All the same. That was bad. So back to good. We'll go elves. Elandriel. Definitely Elandriel. Wait, Elandriel. Who is Elandriel? Is that? No, wait. Hold on. Well, I feel stupid now. Um, um, I can't think of names at all right now. This is sad, but it's midnight. It's not that late for me though. I didn't sleep much last night though, so anyway, back to track. Back to track that rhymed. No, on track. Better. Um, K, my favorite elf. Um, Elrond, that's his name. The king of the elves, I believe he is. I just like how wise he is. You know, I mean, he's lived for so long. Back to bad. I'm gonna do humans now because there's both bad and good humans. Um, and I would have to go Saruman. Granted, he is a wizard. I still consider wizards humans. So, but Saruman is just badass, and he's also quite wise. However, I dislike how he's swayed so easily to Sauron's side. But then again, they have very similar names. So, good humans, I definitely have to go Aragorn. You know, again with the favorite character thing. You know, I mean, Aragorn is just awesome. Um, let's see what else was there. Uh, of trolls, there's either the cave troll from the first movie or the three trolls from The Hobbit. Was there any other trolls in the movies? I don't believe so. Yeah, no other trolls. Okay, so I gotta go with that idiotic troll from The Hobbit. That one that kind of speaks really high pitched. He just made me laugh. I loved him. Um, I'm sure I'm missing races right now. Um, yeah, well, we'll stick with it. We'll go with that. So, my favorite weapon. Um, going very, um, barely scratching the surface. I usually prefer a bow and arrow. I quite like bows and arrows. Whenever I play um, medieval games, I usually am an elf and I use the bow and arrow. I'd actually love to get into archery, but not like, compound bow archery, like actual medieval recurve bow archery. I always thought that would be kind of cool. Not kind of cool, really cool. um, However, my favorite weapon from the movie, um, there's quite a few that I really like. Um, there is the bow given to Legolas by Elandriel. That I believe Elandriel is the queen of the elves, or the witch queen, or whatever she is. Oh, hey, um, another race that I forgot was the Nazguls. Um, and of course, I gotta go with the Witch King. It's fairly obvious, I think. Um, Unless the Witch King isn't an. Witch King was. Yes, he was one of the. No, the Nazguls are the flying things, aren't they? I should have done a little more research before I made this video, just so I could seem smarter. All the same. Um, yeah, the race would be like the humans who received the nine rings and then were taken under Sauron's control. Um, and yes, the Witch King is one of them. I'm quite sure of that. I just don't think that they're called the Nazguls. I think that the Nazguls are the things that they ride, those flying things that were really cool. Or what was that line? Don't become or uh, don't interfere. Uh, Nazgul with his prey. I think it's Nazgul that's the flying things. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure. Why am I babbling so much? Anyway, where was I? Favorite weapon? Yes. That bow given to Legolas from the queen girl, who I think is named Galadriel, but I really don't think so, actually. Anyway, favorite ring? Fairly obvious. The One Ring. Inscripted, one ring to rule them all, one ring to find them, one ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. In the Black Speech, which I cannot recite myself, in the Black Speech is, let's see if I can pronounce this, Ashnazg Durbatuluk, Ashnazg Grimbatul, Ashnazg Thrakatuluk, Thrakatuluk, yes. Ag Burzum Ishi Krimpatul. Something like that. I doubt it's right, to be completely honest. But um, I really do greatly like the whole idea of um, the rings being given. You know, like the one ring forged by Sauron himself in Mount Doom. The three rings given to the dwarves. No. Let me go check this out real quick. It was three given to the elves, seven to the dwarves, nine to the men, and the One Ring by Sauron. Um, I just find the whole thing really cool, like how Sauron was supposed to make this ring to have it control all the other 19 rings. However, he only got 9 of them because the elves were smart and they hid the rings and did not use them while Sauron was in control of his ring. While the dwarves' rings did not respond to Sauron's ring like they had intended, like he had intended. However, he did get to enthrall the 9 rings to the men, and that's largely because the men are so power greedy. Whereas, like, the reason the dwarves didn't, so I would assume the reason that the dwarves didn't um, respond to the One Ring is because they weren't necessarily power hungry; they were just money hungry, and jewel and mining. You know, they get greedy with their money. They're greed hungry, whereas men are power hungry. Yes, and the elves are just pure and innocent, and they cannot be um, ruled by the One Ring. So, yeah, I find that whole deal really quite cool and interesting. Oh, I forgot one of my favorite aspects: the Balrog. Any of you don't know what the Balrog is, and I really hope you do, it's that flame monster at the bridge of Khazad-dûm. Khazad-dûm. I said that wrong. Um, yeah, that freaking monster is just really cool. The Balrog. I love him. Um, I actually did a little research into him a while ago. Apparently, the Balrog, if I remember correctly, is not J.R.R. Tolkien's creation. I could be wrong. I may have read it wrong or just forgotten. It's been a long time since I read it. But there's like multiple types of Balrogs. Um, the one in the movie happened to have wings but could not fly. Um, so I found that kind of cool, I guess. I mean, I don't see the reason to have wings and not fly, but then again, penguins do exist, don't they? So, oh, sorry, I just had to crack my chest, which everyone finds disgusting, and I find quite relieving. All the same, how long am I going for so far? 15 minutes. Not too bad, actually. I'm pretty proud of that. Can talk about Lord of the Rings for 15 minutes to myself. Pardon me. So I'll go ahead and cut this video here. Please leave comments about what you guys think of Lord of the Rings. Leave comments about favorites that I've mentioned. Leave comments about favorites that you guys just want to add in. Leave comments about what you want to hear about my beliefs on Lord of the Rings or ideologies or whatever the hell the word is that I'm looking for that I cannot find. Leave comments asking me about what I think of certain things of Lord of the Rings, of what I find favorite. Yes, that is a really long way to put it, but it works. It got the point across. I'm too tired. Anyway, I thank y'all for watching. I did just say y'all. I feel really bad about that. Why do I feel bad about that? I don't know. I need to shut up. I just need to cut this video. We'll see. God. We'll see you bros next time. Peace out.